One round left in the European Tour. On the 2018 calendars, we land here, round number 10 of 20, the midway point of the season here at Karjala Raceway. And oh boy, silly season already starting to get rolling. But no signings yet because signings are not official until post-Karjala, although a lot of rumors have been put around. Here today, it's the feature race. The first introduction of the sprint and feature race. We're starting with the feature, we'll end with the sprint to end the European Tour. At the end of the sprint race, somebody will get a 40-point purse that will help them for the rest of the season, depending on who wins the European Tour. On pole position, for his first time in his career, part-time driver Jack Binyako, if I'm correct, driving for Curtis Racing down in lights in one of his part-time rides for Thundersport Racing Australia, since Curtis Racing, a big part of the Honda Alliance down in lights. And Jack really impressing out here today. Neither Jack or Alex have won a race in their career. It would be a surprise if Jack would be the one to get the win first. But starting on pole position today, we'll see if he can pull it off. That's alongside John Arndt. Arndt is coming off of a decent last few races, but he hasn't been on form since Season 5. He's coming in here today. It's his best start of the season. If he can put a good race together, it would be a great way to get his season rolling. On row 2, William Brock is currently challenging for a possibility of being the winner of the European Tour. He currently sits P2 behind his teammate Shane Vincent. So if Brock can win this European Tour, that extra 40 points is going to be really valuable for the rest of the season for him, and he might challenge for a title. That's alongside Dan Bartlett, one of his best qualifyings of the season. Bartlett has not really gotten off to an amazing start to the season. As we reach the midpoint of the season, he needs to start kicking it up soon, or he might be in trouble. He's starting in P4. We'll see what if he could put it together for a good day. On row 3, another great start out of Skylar Johnson. She has been on a roll lately the last few races, and she doesn't look like she wants to stop anytime soon. Starting at P5, still climbing through the points order. Alongside Tyler Faber, the first of 3 Roush Racing cars you'll see in this introduction. Faber has looked impressive this season, second best on the grid for the team in points, but we'll have to see if he can put another good day together. He's had a rough last few races, so we'll just have to see if he can pick it up. This is row 4. On row 4, you got Aiden Shepard, the second of the 3 in the top 10. Shepard is the best Roush Racing on the grid currently, and it's expected out of him. He's one of the, if not the fastest guy in the grid. It's just his consistency that shows problems. That's where his cracks show. He really needs to put something together and needs to get his season on track and stay consistent if he wants to win this title, but he is within a race distance of the points lead. And that's alongside the third of the Roush Racing's Kieran Mulcher, whose season has been rough to say the least. Though it's starting to turn around as long as he can keep the pace he's had the last few races, and hopefully he could get his season back on track and climb through the order. He starts in P8. On row 5, it's Alexander Rowe coming off of his 7th career win, tying him for 3rd on the all-times win list. Rowe looks like he's finally starting to get back on track, but it was his first top 10 of the year last week at Gravis. We'll see if he can put together another top 10 here. He starts in P9. He might be able to just pull it off and get his season right on track. And that's alongside Roger Ray, another person within a race distance of the points lead. Ray has been silently extremely consistent this season and very fast. If Ray could pull together a really good race today, he could put himself straight in the title fight. Then we look, you see them here, Duncan, Jackson, and Angel all lined up on the inside row together. That is, I want to say 11th, 13th, and 15th. They're all really close to each other in proximity, so we'll see if that's going to be good for all 3, or could that cause fireworks. But as we, Alright, sorry about that. There was a little bit of a miscommunication when we were lining up the grid. Someone was out of place. And that would be Jack Halleck, who starts at the rear due to an engine issue back in practice. Unfortunate, but at least he made the race this week. After a little bit of a tangle with his teammate last week in the shootout. He missed out, but this week he's in. It should be very exciting as we get ready to go green. Lots of things can go down here today. This is the most people we've had within a race distance of the points lead in a while. It's currently the top 10 in points are all within a race distance, meaning this points lead could go to many people currently. And the highest one on the grid who is within that race distance is William Brock, who is also challenging for the European Tour with Shane Vincent currently leading it still. It's Shane versus Brock, it seems to be right now. We've got the feature race, which is full points, and the sprint race, which is half points to decide that. And we'll see, can we get a new points leader as we go through the end of the European Tour. But Jack Bignacco, the first time in his career, will lead it to the green flag. We're coming down a few seconds and the command will get given, and we're getting ready to go green for the last time, or for the last place in Europe. Cars are fired up and ready to go. Jack Bignacco will lead it down to the green flag the very first time in his Elite's career, and it's part-time for Thundersport Racing Australia. Green flag is in the air in Finland. Jack is going to block the inside, protect his line. Skyla pushes Brock out of the way, but that's just going to let Jack get away. Just that little bit that he needs to start putting together a lead. Skyla and Brock do battle for second. Johnson got off to a great start down in fifth. She's going to wrap around the outside of Brock and put together a Honda 1-2. There's no way Brock can protect this. This is such a better line. Oh, contact! Oh, Brock! Put it together! Wow. I've never seen that before. There was contact. A little bit dirty there. But Brock will retain the second position. Skyla will fight back. Brock, you know he's desperate to win this European Tour. It would put him right in the thick of the title fight if he could win this race. And you know he will sacrifice what it takes to win this tour, because that is what is most important right now. Looking at the order, how clean were we on lap 1? Completely clean. That's good. It is Jack Bignacco out front. Brock was able to defend second somehow. Probably the first time I've ever seen someone defend second in that spot on the track, but he did. Here comes Dan Bartlett and Rowe on Shepard as well. Bartlett, we haven't seen him do well so far this season, but here he is challenging for third on Skyla Johnson. He is a road ringer, and he's in Europe where he knows how to race. Karjala, a very historical track, so you bet that he's raced here before. And there he is up into third. Dan Bartlett on the move. Brock in second, but it's Jack in first for now. He's got a full head of steam, but how long will it last? Angel and Jackson do battle for 12th. They're gonna go side by side into the chicane. But Jackson backs off. He knows that it's too early in the race to fight with him, even if he is a title rival. Good call. Oh, Mulcher wants to get ahead of his teammate. You know he's got to be complaining over the radio to let him through. Mulcher's got speed. He pressured the back of him, but Tyler Thaber will keep the spot. Rowe making the move on Bartlett now. Leaderboard comes up. Are we still clean through lap 2? We are! Wow, I did not expect to stay clean through 2 laps, but we are. Well, then we continue on. Rowe down the inside of Bartlett. Bartlett, big road course ringer. Huge touring car veteran, but you can't compare to someone with this much experience like Rowe. And Rowe will take away the third position. You know he has a huge confidence booster coming off of winning Gravis last week. And I think Brock is starting to match Jack. He does not want to let him go. And I fully understand that. But I think Rowe might be quicker. Could Rowe pull a double? This would be a repeat of what we saw with him in the 87. Struggling a lot in the very first part of the season, and then just suddenly kicking it up like no one expects. And I think Alexander Rowe is back. Mulcher battling with Arndt. That's for 8th. Got it. Faber got the move first. Mulcher will follow. Roush Racing. This is exactly what this team needs. This is what Ford needs. As a whole manufacturer is a good day. They have struggled time and time again. Mechanical issues. Wrecks. Bad, no speed. Today seems different so far. But where is Roush? 14th. He's made moves. Where did he start? 16th. Okay, so he's been on the move. The whole team has been on the move. This is exactly what they want. They're putting themselves in a great position. Griffin on Arndt. Duncan on Griffin. 3 wide. Oh, they're making moves. Oh, that's getting risky. Duncan knows about the people up ahead, especially Brock and Shepard. But Rowe has gotten through Brock. This is what TUA and probably Duncan likes to see, is that his teammate is making moves near the front. This is stopping Brock in his tracks. And Brock is not advancing, but instead, Rowe was almost a second faster than Jack last time around. Arndt continues to put pressure on to that 10 car, and he's gonna get the move unless Jackson does what Brock did on Skyla and actually push for it. But no, he'll back off. He is not being risky right now. Rowe continues to close the gap early. Didn't improve on his fastest last time around. Is only 134.1, which is still the second fastest of the race, only behind himself. But these two are not as quick as you'd expect. Instead, it's Tyler Thaber who is on pace. Actually, it's Roush Racing that's on pace. This Roush Racing squad is on fire right now. I'm a little terrified of what they could do. If they keep this pace up, a possibility of a top 3 sweep could happen. These 3 are all really quick. Come out of last corner, finishing up lap 5. Is there any retirements? No. Was there any incidents? It looks like there was one for Roger Ray. What happened? And the trademark Shane Vincent aggression would finally shine through. Coming through the corner, he'd get a little too much on Ray and dump him into the wall. Stewards are not going to be happy about that. Ray dropped through the field. Stewards are calling Shane Vince on that, which is what Brock wants to see. He wants to win the European Tour. And that's going to halt Shane Vincent in his tracks when it comes to this race. Unfortunate for Roger Ray. We continue on lap 6. Rowe now pressures the back of the 55. He's a little wide. Here comes Rowe. Down the inside. He'll have a good line through here. Can Jack block it? Yes. He puts the block on the 41. Rowe. Oh, that's not the right line. You don't want to challenge here. He will anyway. Is he going to be aggressive with it? No. Jack's able to block. He'll keep the lead. This is a true test of Jack Benyako's skill. How well can you fend off Alexander Rowe? And so far, he's fending him off well. But how long will that last? Rowe puts the pressure on again into the chicane. He'll stick behind for now. But he is breathing down his neck. Ooh, Shepard and Thaber make contact. That's teammates fighting for the same piece of real estate, and that's what happens. Thaber pushed wide, but he's not really damaged. They're going to keep going. Rowe backs off for now. It seems he's backed off. He's taken some of the pressure off, but he's still going to stay close. Brock and Bartlett are trying to keep up, but they can't. 136.6. No, they're not even close on speed. I think Mulcher might be the guy who could challenge. Duncan's got speed too, but he's pretty far down. Jackson still stuck behind Arndt. Arndt's fending him off well. There he is! Rowe! Round the outside. This is where you make a move. And he'll take the lead away. Jack, you held it for a while. It lasted a good while, but that's where it ends. Rowe takes the lead. And he's trying to go 2 for 2. If he gets this, he'd be the first to 8 since William Brock and Max Anderson. Rowe has already solidified himself as one of the greats in history. But now he's trying to go further. Duncan, now he might start to panic because he sees who's behind. That is Sean Angel. The guy who's closest to him in points, only 7 points back. And he's there. Duncan slips behind Roush, not going to fight him any longer, not going to risk Angel getting him. That is the guy he wants to stay ahead of more than anything. Bartlett putting pressure on Brock now. I think he's done waiting for Brock to make up time, and he wants to make up time himself. But Shepard and Mulcher close behind on them. The Roush Racing squad is terrifying. Jack, it looks like Rowe's just going to try to run away with this. Pit stops are expected on lap 11 is where they're expected to begin. Nice tight line. Yeah, Rowe is on fire right now. There's a 136.2, 137.0. That really puts it in comparison. 137.4, 137.4, 136.9, 136.5. Other than Rowe, it's Mulcher who's the quickest. Mulcher's got some good speed to him. There is Bartlett. I see he's peeking down the inside of Brock. Can he hold? Oh, he gives him a tap. Brock's below the apron in the grass a little. Bartlett's still fighting on the outside. Now he's got the advantage. And that'll be Dan Bartlett up into third on the podium. I think Bartlett's only ever podiumed once in his career. That was Talladega 2 years ago. He finished P2 behind his teammate. Now, Bartlett trying to earn himself a podium on a road course where he knows how to race. Shepard making a move on Brock. Not here. Not gonna work. And Jeffrey Finguy from the 18th position will be battling with Cody Lamas and Vladimir Petrov. Whose fault would this be? Oh, Petrov is riding on his ass. Oh, he was already loose. I'm not sure if the 40 got loose there or the 11 hit him. There's probably going to be a check post-race about that. But Finguy would go up in smoke, and that would be the end of the day for the 40 car. Not what Jeffrey Finguy wants. He's out of owner's points, and it looks like he's going to stay there. Bad luck for Jeffrey Finguy. We continue on. Coming to lap 10. Shepard puts the pressure on now. His teammate in tow. They'll work together. Oh no, Mulcher's just going to go for it on his own. Oh, Mulcher makes it 3 wide with Shepard and Brock. Mulcher is really fast, and he's going to push as hard as he can to get himself as many spots. But I think he's going to have to slip in beyond his teammate here. He will. Roush going to make a move. And Roush Racing Enterprises all banding together. All making moves. Wow. That is going to put them 4th, 5th, and 6th. Faber's really going to need to step it up if he wants to catch his team. That is a great move out of the whole squad. You know Mulcher would have wanted that 4th position for himself, but it works for him. 137.6. He's slowing down. Jack isn't. He's only 1/10 a lap down now. He's quicker than he was before. Jack is not done. We're on lap 10. Nobody needs to pit now, right? No. Because everyone knows lap 11 is where you pit. When you pit on lap 11, you can make it to the end on fuel. But we may see an overcut, which not recommended. If Rowe makes the move to stay out another lap and Jack cuts him here, he might be able to jump back past him. That's what I'm thinking. Roush Racing also, look at them. These guys are on fire. It's nice to see that they're finally back on form. Looks like Jackson got through Art finally. He's going to start going after Windhelm. Windhelm's having a pretty good day. Look up. This time is where we're expected to see a lot of the pit takers, but we're also expected to see some people try to stay out. If you're on a good enough pace, it's not a bad idea necessarily to stay out an extra lap, but you gotta be on a good pace to risk it, even a little. Rowe's confident enough. And Jack's gonna cut him! Oh, that's the undercut. I think there was some orders there, and we all know the order. It's one of the most famous ones. Do whatever he does not do. And Jack does just that and will undercut the leader. The Roush Racing squad on one strategy, and that's the overcut. But I think Jack is playing it best. Bartlett's in as well. Brock's in as well. I think this is the move. I think this is the better move. There was a little bit of contact between Brock and Bartlett. I don't think it's going to affect him, though. I think Jack made the right choice. He's out now in clean air, new tires. I think this was the way better choice. I think Rowe just screwed himself. Oh, 138.2. He 100% screwed himself. If you're that slow on pace, why would you stay out? I think Jack just stole this race back. And the Roush Racing squad, Duncan did the same. The three big points contenders did the same. Brock made probably the best move he could have made. And decided to cut all of his points rivals down. Alex is in the wall! Oh, we've been coming through. This is a battle for 30th, so it's pretty far down anyway. But who did this? I think it was Wolfstein. No, it was a log. That's your manufacturer teammate. Oh. And a log puts Benyako in the wall. That is not what they want to see. That is not what that team wants to see. Alex Benyako around from his own manufacturer teammate. But now we look up. You gotta come in now. There's no way you don't Rose in. He's gonna cut him off. And there's no way you stay out a second time. That is so incredibly risky that you just can't risk that. Rowe is in. There's the Roush Racing squad as well. All three are in. Where is Jack Benyako? Oh, he's not far. Jack's gonna work with cold tires on the outlap, but I think in the end it was the best choice. Skyla. Okay, no, Skyla just crossed the finish. There is Rowe. Where is the 55? No, he didn't cut him as far as we thought he would. But what about cold tires? That might play a factor. Bartlett gonna get his third back. Good, good. Brock just cut Shepard. Brock gets a move on Shepard. That's beautiful. But now the outlap for Rowe. Oh, he's closer. The outlap is where things get important because Rowe is on cold tires. Those tires are not up to temps. But yeah, you can see Jack's R. He is pushing as hard as he can to catch up. You could see the line difference, the speed difference through the corners. Griffin on Shepard. Griffin came out right on Shepard's bumper. And now he's challenging. Oh, Duncan and Thaber did not get a good pit. Angel probably has the points lead right now. Oh, Angel's loose. Oh, that was risky. Here we come into the chicane. Wyndham's got the advantage. Oh, he hits him out of the way. Wow, Angel not playing games. Iran's in the wall. Iran in the wall. Look back up. What is the gap now? Yeah, 138.5, 134.4. That's what he wants. The gap is 2 seconds now. Bartlett in third. Mulcher is quick behind. Mulcher actually performed that outlap fairly well. Surprisingly well. And you can see now that his tires are warm again. Oh boy. Yeah, Mulcher might be the fastest guy. That looked very quick the way he was closing in. But I think Rowe's gonna get away with this one. Oh, Wyndham got back by. No. He's not gonna let Angel get away. I think now Duncan's in damage control and is just trying to protect himself from Jackson and Thaber. Paul, oh, he's going to have a lot of people gaining points on him, and we are going to have Angel back in the points lead, as it seems. Mulcher challenging now on Bartlett. Closes him off, takes away his real estate, and that is Kieran Mulcher up into third. Now, how far can he close in the coming laps? Probably not enough. Bartlett now going to be put under pressure from Roush. It is a Ford 3, 4, 5, 7. And where? Oh, yeah, Thaber fell. Forgot about that. Yeah, Thaber's far down now. Angel. Oh, Angel's lost his speed. I mean, this is exactly... Oh, Angel has front end damage. Oh, no. Duncan really likes this. But Angel does not. Trailblazer does not. He's got damage on that 78. And this is where he got it when him and Wyndham were battling. That hit that moved Wyndham out of the way gave him a little bit of damage, and it's starting. He's reporting problems in the 78 now. His own aggressive move is his downfall. And there it is. He's lost position to Arndt, and Arndt. He's lost positions to both Arndts. And Duncan sees now that Angel is struggling for pace. This is what the 4-car needs. Oh, but Jackson is through Thaber. The battle is on between the points contenders, but Brock is just cruising in a nice P6. I think he's fine with not a top 5 as long as he can finish well. But Rowe, I think this is it. There's Roger Ray coming out after his damage. He had to pit once, and this is his last stop of the day. And yeah, while Mulcher's times are comparing to Rowe's, they're not fast enough. So I think the only hope left is a mistake, a big mistake out of Rowe to let Jack catch back up. Other than that, this is all Rowe. Although there is concern about the Pontiac engines after last week with Duncan. We'll have to see if that comes into a factor as time goes on. Is Angel losing more time? He's losing time. He now has the 42 and the 28 closing into his rear end. Your own aggression just pushed you too far. Now Cordell Paulson, another points contender within a race distance on the points lead, although he's not going to get it because, well, Duncan is 16th, only 2 positions down, but it's a gain. Scott's within a race distance, he'll gain points. Shepard will get points. Brock made a mistake. Oh, mistake out of Brock. Roush is not within a race distance. He's actually been struggling for owner's points. He's 30th right now, but right now a P4. Huge day. Huge day. Come across the line. That should be 6 to go for Rowe. A 134.9 compared to a 135.6. No. No, it's over. Rowe's got this. 5 different manufacturers he's won for, and he'll breach 8 career wins. The 3rd person to ever do it, as long as his car holds on. You never know. Uh-oh. Paulson got through Angel, and now Duncan. He's within his sights now. And right now, as we stand, Duncan has his points lead back. Even just 1 position behind, even if he was 2 positions behind and Lamas got him, he would still hold the points lead by 1. So, right now, Duncan holds the points lead. That could all change in a blink of an eye, but right now he's got it. Rowe, when we go into the sprint, it'll be the top 20 reversed. Meaning Rowe will start P20. Who's right now in the position to start on pole? That's Roman Rahal and Carson Bowers in a great position. Oh! Jesus! Oh, no. Shepard has been pushing hard all day long. And he pushed himself past his limit. And it's all gone wrong. He would make a mistake into the chicane, and a scary, scary incident as he tagged with Griffin and go hard into the tire barrier on his roof. And Shepard not looking good. That had to hurt. Shepard has already suffered 2 injuries in the past and has said that another one may be the end of his career. And that might be... Oh. Shepard, one of the outright fastest guys on track, and him pushing himself too hard was his downfall. Big incident for the driver at the 34. Hard crash, and you know the whole team watched that happen and right near them, and they're going to push on, and right now they stand 3rd and 4th, but man, that had to hurt. We continue on. Aiden Shepard has been rushed to the local hospital. Not in critical condition. Doesn't look too incredibly serious, but that is a very hard hit for the 34 car. His teammates will carry on the torch for him. They're carrying on in 3rd and 4th. It's still a great day for these two, but he is the highest in points for that team. And that was very hard hit. That is probably the hardest hit the team's taken all season, even with the mechanical issues and all the wrecks causing their big points droughts. But that was probably the hardest hit that team has taken. And the stewards have made a decision based off of that wreck. That wreck needs cleaned, and they need to tend to everything. Red flag has been called. We will restart with 3 to go. And Alexander Rowe, your current leader, red flag is in the air in Karjala. Another look at this horrifying wreck. Aiden Shepard in the chicane. One mistake may have just cost him everything. That is a very hard impact. Luckily, it was hit on the roof, but on passenger side. But we have gotten no reports on his condition currently. Shepard, it is a very unfortunate thing. Rowe is your leader. We will be back on the restart. 3 laps to go for us to decide a winner. We'll be back. All right, clouds are overhead now. It's cool. The track has cooled down a little bit in the time of cleanup. Red flag has been taken out. The cars are lined back up and ready to go. We're going to review your order. It's 3 to go at the flag. It's Rowe, Benyako, Mulcher, Roush, Scott, Bartlett, Brock, Windhelm, Arndt, rounding out your top 10. We still have no update on the condition of Aiden Shepard, but we will get that update post-race. Alexander Rowe. He led most of this race, took the lead away from Jack Benyako decently early. Wasn't extremely early. Jack led for a while, but now we're here. I believe it was lap 7 or lap 8 that Rowe took the lead. And now we're here. We're going to restart lap 20 of 22. Here, flag stand. We're ready to get the call to go green again. They're just picking up the last few pieces of the incident. And everyone is up and ready to go. This is every car that's left on the lead lap, meaning Roger Ray was not cleared. He will finish down in 20, or I believe it's 33rd. Everyone who retired will obviously not get the chance to restart. Their cars are not in condition. So we're ready to go. Alexander Rowe. Can he hold on for just 3 more laps to take the win here in Karjala? We've been given the green light. We are ready to go green once again. We're waiting for the flagman to start us off once more. 3 laps to go for Alexander Rowe, and green flag is back in the air in Karjala. Rowe, right off to the start, we all expected him to get blazing fast, but the 37 got off to just as good of a one. If you remember from that second run, Mulcher was just as fast, if not slightly faster than Rowe. If anyone can take him down, it's that 37. Bartlett challenges on the outside of Roush for 3rd. It's going to be an easy move. Great place to make a move right there. Jackson and Duncan do battle. That's not the person Duncan's worried about, though. The person he's worried about is the guy who's now down his inside, Sean Angel. The 3 big points contenders are all doing battle while Rowe tries to run with his 2nd straight win. Mulcher is pushing to his limits, trying to catch up. Through the chicane. There's only 3 more times we're going through this chicane. Windhelm has been making up a lot of spots. Good job for him. Duncan trying to put the pressure on the 78. I think if he could just stick on the outside of him through here, he's got him in the kink. And he will. Duncan's got his spot back on Angel. That's the one person he wants to stay ahead of, and he does. 2 laps to go for Alexander Rowe. I don't think that restart's going to change anything for the 41, because Rowe is just so quick. They would need something to happen to him. At this stage, Mulcher's fast, but he's not fast enough. Bartlett being pressured by the 80. Scott was silent all race long, but was making up lots of spots, and here he is up in P4. Very good performance from the 80. Jack just did not get off to the start he wanted. He led a lot of laps, though. It's going to be a P6, maybe, for him. Look at this. This is where a lot of the tension lies. Jackson, Duncan, Paulson, Jackson, Duncan, and Angel. Why did I blank there? And Angel, these 4 huge points contenders all together on track. And you know they want to go for each other's spots, but how risky will they want to get for it? We look back up. No, I don't think Mulcher's got anything. I don't think he's got anything for the driver of the 41. Mulcher was fast, but he's not fast enough. But a P2, or even a P3 if Bartlett has a challenge, is going to be absolutely amazing for the 37, despite what happened to his teammate. But this race is all over. Alexander Rowe, white flag is in the air, and he's trying to go 2 in a row. Finally we get to say that. Rowe's going for 2 in a row. Bartlett trying to go down the inside of Mulcher on the last lap. Bartlett has finished P2 as his best finish once before, and he's trying to do it again. Scott pushing to try to get him instead. Mulcher's going to drop back a little at the end. But this race is all over. Bartlett don't got anything for the 41. And Alexander Rowe, we said it last week, 5 different manufacturers he's gone to victory lane with. But now he'll get something even greater. Only 2 people have gotten 8 or more wins in their SES career. First was Brock, then was Anderson, and Rowe will join the ranks. 1 of 3 to get 8 or more wins in his SES career. Bartlett's got second. It's his, but it's not gonna be the win. Just through a few more corners, and it's all his. Through this carousel, one last time. He'll join the ranks that Jackson joined earlier this year, and it'll be 2 in a row, 8th career win, and Alexander Rowe is going to victory lane here in Karjala. Bartlett ties his career best finish. It is a 2nd place for the 86. Scott in 3rd, Roush 4th, and Mulcher still a very strong performance in P5. And it seems that Angel lost a spot to Bouchard. Sigh of relief for Duncan. He gained some spots in the points. And through a tragedy, ends with a silver lining for TUA. But overall, not a race anyone really wanted to see. But Alexander Rowe on top nonetheless here in Finland. Congratulations, Bartlett. It's finally a good day, what he needs, and it's a track that's so much history. And you know he wanted a good finish at a place that he knows well here in Finland. The last round of the European Tour, but not the last race. We'll be back here soon for the sprint race later this week. Congratulations to Alexander Rowe taking the win here in Finland. And will stand on top of the podium for the 2nd straight race, the 8th time in his Sunoco Elite Series career. 3 people have now done it. And he'll join the ranks with 2 in a row. He pulls a double. And Rowe may be looking to go back after a points chase. Great job for the driver of the 41. Was there any incidents? No, we went clean on that restart. Good. Congratulations to Alexander Rowe taking the win here in Karjala. Let's go look at your finishing results. So Alexander Rowe takes the win here in Karjala. Bartlett in 2nd, Scott 3rd, Roush 4th, Mulcher 5th, Brock 6th, Benyako 7th, Windhelm 8th, Johan Arndt 9th, and John Arndt round out the top 10. The Arndts finishing out 9-10. It's a good day for them. Paulson, Jackson, Duncan, Bouchard, Angel. Few points contenders in that little group. Bouchard's the odd man out. But it's still a good day for Daniel Bouchard. Obviously, there are only 32 people here on this leaderboard because, well, actually, you aren't seeing that. You're seeing the other leaderboard. But 32 people in this restart. It wasn't a very good restart for Red Stallion. It's 31st and 32nd, but yeah, they tried. Congratulations to Alexander Rowe winning here. It's the first of 2 Karjala races you'll see this week. The next one coming out relatively soon being the Karjala Sprint race. To finish out the European Tour and decide a European Tour champion. That'll be 40 extra bonus points going through the rest of the regular season. And then move on to the International Tour, which will be another 40 points up for grabs in there, which will be Twin Ring, Calder Park, Armory Digital Nahahuapi, and Road Gatineau ending the tour before we head back to America. So congratulations to Alexander Rowe. We'll get an update on Aiden Shepard in the post-race. It's an unfortunate incident for the driver of the 34, and all hope goes out to him. And we'll see you all next time as we head the last race of the European Tour, the Karjala Sprint, next time. Ciao.